The Innovators Network.
Welcome to the Killer Innovation Show, the longest continuously produced podcast in history. Each week, Phil McKinney brings you the insights and strategies to amplify your creativity and innovation skills. Here's your host, Phil McKinney.
Are you ready to unleash your full creative potential and take your innovation skills to new heights? Don't settle for average when you can be extraordinary. Today, I'm launching a new series on mastering creative thinking skills that will share the techniques that I've used and I've learned through hard lessons to help you become a better problem solver and, more importantly, and just as important, an idea generator. Now remember, creativity is not limited to the selected few. I don't have a unique skill set. It's a skill anybody can learn and practice and hone over time. But you just need to have kind of the inside look on what skills to focus on. So imagine having a toolkit so powerful it transforms every challenge, every problem you come across into an opportunity for innovation. From breaking down complex problems with systems thinking to sparking your motivation with inspirational thinking, we will dive deep into the skills that will make you more creative and dramatically increase your effectiveness. This week is the start of a series in which I will introduce you to the 5 creative thinking skills. Future episodes will explore each of these skills, including background, steps, application, and examples. So buckle up, get ready, and level up your creative thinking game. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming episodes. Let's get started.
This episode is sponsored by Zoom. With Zoom, you can streamline your communication, collaboration, and creativity all in one place. Zoom is the market-leading platform that provides video meetings, voice, webinars, and chat across desktops, phones, tablets, and conference room systems. To learn more about Zoom and sign up for your free account, visit killerinnovations.com/Zoom.
In a world that values innovation, mastering creative thinking skills has never been more important. Regardless of your industry, coming up with new ideas that can solve complex problems is a highly sought-after skill. The first step to mastering creative thinking skills is learning and using the 5 creative thinking types: divergent thinking, convergent thinking, aesthetic thinking, systems thinking, and the one we all love, inspirational thinking. Each one is like a tool in your toolbox, helping you to think differently, depending on your problem or the opportunity you're facing. While each of these skills warrants its own episode, in today's episode, we will briefly examine each of the skills and its importance in the creative thinking process. Future episodes will delve deeper into each skill, providing examples and strategies for developing and applying them in your workday and in your day-to-day life. So let's jump in. First up, divergent thinking. Divergent thinking at its core is the capability to generate multiple solutions, multiple ideas to solve a problem, exploring as many avenues as possible. This thinking style is characterized by its open-ended and exploratory approach, pushing the boundaries of traditional solutions to find innovative outcomes, innovative ideas. It's akin to casting a wide net when fishing for ideas, where quantity is prioritized with the mindset that there has to be a few gems worth refining among the big pile of ideas that are generated during divergent thinking. The optimal time to employ divergent thinking is at the onset of problem solving. Before any attempt to narrow down solutions, it's crucial to explore all the potential ideas. Starting with an open mind and a wide perspective, help maps out the problem's landscape and identify avenues that may not be immediately obvious if you were trying to make a snap decision. The common misuse of divergent thinking occurs when individuals or teams fail to transition from this broad exploration to focused refinement using convergent thinking. where the focus shifts from ideation to evaluation and selection. So, speaking of convergent thinking is the mental process of focusing on a single, optimal solution to a problem from a pool of all possibles generated during the divergent thinking process. This thinking style involves logical reasoning, critical analysis, and application of existing knowledge and rules to arrive at a definitive answer. It hinges on the ability to evaluate options, make decisions, and apply systematic approach to problem solving. The appropriate moment to engage in convergent thinking is after a broad range of possibilities have been explored through divergent thinking. At this stage, the focus shifts from generating ideas to evaluating and selecting the most viable one. Key is the selection criteria that will be applied to this pool of ideas. Examples of selection criteria include feasibility, impact, cost effectiveness, and alignment with the goals and objectives. Many people make the mistake of using convergent thinking too early in the problem-solving process. When individuals or teams rush to judgment or they want to get to a decision quickly without adequately exploring the alternatives, they risk overlooking better, more innovative solutions. Next up, let's talk about aesthetic thinking. Aesthetic thinking goes beyond mere appreciation of the visual, not beyond the aesthetics, how something looks. It involves a holistic perception of aesthetics, recognizing that there's a harmony between the form, what it looks like, and the function. The application of aesthetic thinking is particularly important in areas where user experience is paramount. This includes, but is not limited to, product design, architecture, digital interfaces, and art. It should be engaged when the goal is to elicit a positive emotional response or create a product that stands out not just for its basic functionality, but also for its ability to connect with its audience on an emotional and sensory level. Aesthetics thinking drives innovation by challenging creators to consider usability, desirability, beauty as integral components of the innovation process. Now, I've seen this happen many times. The misuse or incorrect application of aesthetic thinking often occurs when design and appearance becomes the priority at the expense of functionality and the practicality of building it. This can lead to products or solutions that may be visually appealing or even trendy, but fail to meet the user's needs or the expectations. Let's talk about systems thinking. Systems thinking helps us see how different parts of a problem or an opportunity are all interconnected. It's about understanding that changing one thing can affect many things too, all the way down the line. This way of thinking can help us solve tricky problems by looking at the whole picture, not just a small part of it. Using system thinking is important because it helps us make better decisions. For example, if a school is trying to improve students' health, system thinking would consider physical education, cafeteria food options, mental health resources, and even maybe how much time students spend on screens. This approach can lead to solutions that have a more meaningful impact because they consider all the parts of the problem. The most common mistake made with analytical thinking occurs when individuals or teams focus too narrowly on parts of a complex problem while neglecting the broader interconnectedness. This results in incomplete or ineffective solutions that fail to address the root causes of the issue. And last up, inspirational thinking. Now, inspirational thinking is the spark that drives creativity. It involves imagining the best possible case scenarios to finding a new way to solve a problem. This type of thinking plays a critical role in keeping us excited and passionate about what we're doing, whether that's in school or doing a hobby or working on a really tough project at work. You should use inspirational thinking when you're stuck or when you're about to start something new and it's daunting and you're maybe even a little fearful. It's that push you need to get creative and to believe in yourself, especially when things seem impossible. It's also handy for inspiring others to join you in your innovation efforts, which can lead to even more innovative solutions. However, inspirational thinking can be misused when individuals or teams rely solely on inspiration without putting in the actual work to make their dreams a reality. Or they get so carried away with big thinking, big ideas, that they forget about the practical steps needed to achieve their goals. So, what's coming up next? Future episodes will focus on one creative thinking skill at a time, providing tips on how to cultivate and using these skills effectively. Now, with practice, you can learn to use the right creative thinking skills at the right time, in the right way, to overcome the challenges, generate new ideas, and drive innovation. So, subscribe so you don't miss out on the upcoming episodes. And in the meantime, start incorporating these thinking skills into your problem solving and decision making processes. Your innovations will show the impact of you using all of your creative thinking skills. And the more you use them, the stronger they will become, and the more successful you will be in finding innovative solutions. Talk to you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Podcasting nonstop since 2005, this has been the Killer Innovation Show on the Innovators Network.
This show is distributed by the Innovators Network. For more information and other great shows and content, visit theinnovators.network.